Hertfordshire is a beautiful 3-acre garden that's been grown with love, attention, and most importantly, a great deal of expertise. That's because this garden is more than the creation of just a novice. It belongs to somebody who's a trained horticulturist, but they also happen to be a world-famous pop star. Let's take a walk on the wild side with the wonderful Kim Wilde. Kim is best known for her hit 80s singles and personifying that classic 80s look. But come the millennium, she'd reinvented herself with a new career that, in my book, is just as glamorous.
Just make sure it's strong enough because they are really heavy.
She became a landscape gardener, and her garden is a testament to her natural skills. So how did this plot of land change the plot of her life, from being a pop princess to a green-fingered goddess?
I came here in 1990 and I was on my own, and so all the focus went on the interior of the house, and it wasn't until I got married in 96 that I started looking out on the garden a bit more. Then I wanted to make a wonderland for the children to grow up in.
So you felt it was important to open the back door to move out, but you didn't know where to start.
Didn't know where to start, hadn't got a clue. That's when I started watching all those garden makeover shows. I took a big step out of the career that I already had, so it opened up a huge space for something else to come in. Now, I thought that was just going to be being married and having kids. I didn't realise that just going to college to study a bit of horticulture because I wanted to make a bit of a garden for the kids was going to turn into a lifelong passion.
A passion that became a second career.
The producer of the show came and had a chat with me, and I said, I'm really not your girl. You know, I've been in it 5 minutes. I have a genuine passion, but I'm not really sure I can carry it through. But she really absolutely insisted that I did. So I thought, okay, well, if you're game, I'm unemployed, I'll have a go. And there was lots of times I came unstuck. And it was because of that I went back to the same college and I did a 2-year evening course. And that's when this garden made a major turn. So Dermot, this is where it all started.
You had moved into the house and you thought you had to frame a view looking out.
Yeah.
And you went kind of formal.
I fell in love with the plant Artemisia, which is really great if you've got a few of them, but I decided, no, I'm going to put a whole avenue in.
But there's none here.
But no, it didn't work at all. I mean,
Okay.
It really didn't work.
That's gardening, you never stop gardening.
It was, yeah.
So it was a pergola first, then
Yeah.
an avenue of trees.
Yeah, then I went for box balls. You know, I quickly discovered that that was definitely the way forward. So Dermot, this is the vegetable garden. This is also the first part of the garden that we designed and put together. I think of it as a bento box. It's got little sections with different things going on. I do like things to look good. It's about aesthetics for me as much as anything, if I'm really honest. I'm completely, that's the pop star in me, completely superficial.
But was growing vegetables important to you, especially as you have two delightful little children?
Yeah.
Was that an important thing?
That was the main thing. I wanted them to see where food came from.
What's your favourite vegetable or fruit to grow?
I tell you, there's nothing quite like digging out a few potatoes. I could do
brilliant.
that for you if you want.
Go on, show us your spuds.
Got some lovely potatoes here.
I love the gardening shoes.
Have you got the gold nail varnish?
That is really rock and roll. All this must take a lot of work, and as she's still performing, Kim does require a bit of help with all the upkeep. So, Ray, you've been working here for a long time.
Oh yeah, it must be 20 years or more now, yeah.
And do you think the garden is the result of a partnership between both of you?
Well, it's our brains and my brawn.
And what's your favourite part of the garden?
Well, I think the back there, you know, with the patio, the raised patio and the pergola and the arches and that's what I like about it, yeah, definitely.
Do you know what the next big project is?
We've got to do extend the paths through the archways, and that's the next job, but there's sure to be something.
Whatever that something is, I can imagine it'll be created with Kim's natural style and flair for planting. But she doesn't merely get high praise from me. Her gardening prowess has even been recognised at the Chelsea Flower Show, where in 2005 she won a prestigious gold medal. And as we wander into her woods, yes, that's right, she has her own woodland, I can see its influence is clear. Is this the one?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So it's a hawthorn that you had in a garden at...
At Chelsea Flower Show. We got a gold medal, we got best in category, and then we also got the People's Choice.
Amazing. Your first foray into Chelsea.
Yeah.
And you get a hat-trick of prizes
I know.
and a plant to come home to the garden.
Exactly, and a beautiful hawthorn tree that now rests amongst all the other native trees, as well as some which aren't.
Why so many trees?
It feels like almost like my duty, really, I think, to plant as much as I can for the wildlife and for the environment. It just goes to show, you know, people sometimes say, why plant a tree? We'll never see it grow in my lifetime. Well, you can. This is a real testament to what you can do.
Kim's passion is wonderful to see, but it even extends to rubbish areas of the garden that aren't usually worth boasting about. Thursday night, Top of the Pops, Kim Wild. We're the kids in America. What is it you love about compost?
I love this compost because, you know, for several years I didn't really get my act together on the compost front. And Ray built these fantastic...
What is it about compost?
Well, I'll tell you what's brilliant about it is that you've got accessible, fantastic stuff to put into your garden that helps all the plants to grow amazingly, and you can make it yourself easily, just with using sort of egg cartons and organic waste from the vegetable garden and cardboard, and it gets it out of the bins and into the compost heap. And you see, this one's pretty empty. I always forget the impact that I have. You know, people have grown up with me being another way, and then they see me sitting proudly by my compost heap. It is surreal.
Joking aside, this is a part of her that I can really relate to. And as I finish my tour of this beautiful plot, I ask what the garden really means to her.
The heart of my life is here in the garden with Hal and the children. It's a place that we live. It's not separate to the house, it's part of the house. The other night we were just out watching the moon, which was full and beautiful, and yeah, counting our lucky stars, really. These are great days.
I'm so jealous of anyone that's got a garden like that.
She has got a lovely garden.
I would be useless.
Well, we're back